balance between people taking proactive, sensible advice and actions to try and get what they need to stay safe, and at the same time, governments don't want people, as you said, to sort of panic buy. It's very common when crises happen that people, instead of just going about their daily life, begin to sort of plan how to keep themselves and their families safe. And I think what we're seeing is a balance between people trying to not get over anxious, but at the same time they're trying to prepare for what might be a difficult situation. Seems to help the most at these sort of times is to give people the facts rather than to give them speculation or uncertainty. So I think certainly in the UK where I am, Public Health England and our NHS and our government have some really credible websites and sources of information that actually tell people as best as anyone knows what's going on. And what certainly people should be doing at the moment is to rely on those authorities to give the factual information rather than worrying about what the media are saying or what the local person down in the cafe is telling them. Only with good fact can people make sensible decisions. So what we know, and we published a paper recently in the Lancet from King's College London about the psychological impact of quarantine. And we know that the people who are probably most at risk are those who already had mental health problems before this all started. And certainly those people are going to need extra support and maybe in some cases extra care as well. But we know that actually if quarantine's done well, and by that I mean if people have the right resources, they get the right information, they're not financially worse off as a result of it, then actually it's unlikely to have long-term impacts. But if it's done badly, and so if people don't get the information, they're financially worse off, and if they're left without the necessary supplies, then actually we do know that quarantine can have some longer-term impacts. So really at the moment, the most sensible advice really is to try and make sure you connect with other people who are in a similar situation to yourself. And the good news these days is there are plenty of remote methods of keeping in contact. So people should actively reach out rather than waiting for others to call. And also you should pay just a little bit more attention at the moment to trying to keep to a healthy lifestyle. So we know what that means in terms of good sleep, avoiding alcohol and excessive smoking, and trying where you can to do at least some exercise. So at these sort of times when there's a crisis, you just need to be a little bit kinder to yourself and a little bit stricter in terms of trying to keep yourself healthy.